Hi, and welcome back to A Nerd, a Teacher, and a Hockey Player. A relevant yet irreverent look at business, technology, and life in Wichita or wherever you may be. I'm Paul. I'm the nerd.
I'm Kimber, and I'm the teacher.
I'm Jeff. I'm the hockey player.
Hey, it's the New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And I want to talk about why everybody has New Year's resolutions, and we wait for all these changes to occur at New Year's. And by the way, yes, I'm wearing a shirt that says, work hard and be nice. That's my New Year's resolution, to just not be a dick.
That's a good resolution.
Dang.
So let's talk about
way to set the bar high.
It is. So let's just talk about New Year's resolutions and New Year's and why so much of life and change and shit like that revolves around December 31st and January 1st.
Kimber, you go first.
Anything new in your world as of the first of the year?
No. Because that sets me up for failure.
Nothing new at all.
No.
Boring. Jeff.
I got all kinds of shit. I got a new rib.
I'll spot you.
Throw me a
There's
fucking
a quarter.
I have some resolutions, a resolution, but it's just something that I tend to keep those to myself.
But you made it around the New Year's time frame.
I did.
And why the New Year's time frame? First of all, tell me at least that it's not to find a new job.
No, it's
okay.
not. It has nothing
Awesome.
to do with that.
Good.
It's more of a personal goal.
Not a problem. Enough said.
And I think there's just this natural thing that happens when and a lot of it has to do probably the holidays and that bookend, and you kind of go into that holiday coma, that freeze, and then this last week we're all back to work and everything kind of, all the holidays stop and it's kind of back to reality. And for me, it's kind of that new look on reality. It's like, okay, so I had this little break where I maybe hibernated for a little bit, and now I'm coming out of hibernation, and now it's time to take stock. And for whatever reason, I don't know for sure, and I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah, it does seem to always cycle around the first of the year. Why don't I do it on July 1st?
Exactly.
Because I could have been better for a whole half a year before this.
And what we found interesting is we had some client turnover. We had a couple of clients leave us in December to be, off the books by 12/31. We had a couple of clients come on board that wanted to come on board 1/1, 1/2, right around there. We rolled out a couple new services at the first of the year, so it does kind of coincide with that rollover of the calendar. And I don't know why, as a society, I don't know why we're still stuck on that, and we don't think, well, this is December 13th or September 5th, and I'm kind of pissed off, and I'm going to find a new IT firm, and I'm going to call Jeff. But it's September 5th.
I don't know. I don't understand why it happens like that, but to a certain extent, budget sometimes might have something to do with that, and budget planning and the start of a new fiscal year can sometimes, have some relevance there in terms of ending a relationship or starting a relationship with a new vendor or something like that. So I do think budgets do play somewhat of a part in that. Our personal budgets are based on calendar year, right? You pay taxes on the calendar year. So there's some natural things, I think, that kind of lend itself to the new beginning, the new year. But that's not to say that, man, I should have been doing this in July, because then I would have been better 6 months ago versus trying to work on it now.
So, Kimber, are there any signposts in your life aside from New Year's that you use or routinely look at as, I'm going to make this change in my life around this day and time? You're very planty. Is it growing season?
Yes.
Is it birthday? Is it
growing season has a lot to do with it. The first week of March, when you start, and Kansas is tricky. First week of March, it's either 90 degrees or there's 6 inches of ice on the ground. So, sometimes you just got to vibe with it. But I do think about the time that you start seeing your bulbs pop up is a really good, okay, the world is waking up. Mm-hmm. Where can we go? I'm always interested why people don't work off of like the solstice. Like the days are getting longer again. I have new energy. Look at this. There's 7 more minutes of sunlight than there was
Yes.
in the middle of December. I'm so pumped. But
And can you just see that? You know, when it gets to be 10 more minutes of sunshine, I'm going to start balancing my checkbook.
Right.
When it gets to be 12 more minutes of sunshine, I'm going to grow a beard.
Yeah.
you
That
know.
doesn't seem
I
to
wonder
doesn't
if-
tie very well.
it'd just be like, these extra 2 minutes of daylight, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to walk around the block and, going to learn to jog in the extra few minutes. No, I don't do anything crazy like that. But I also, I kind of go on patience. Like how much patience do I still have? And I think that that's probably part of it for, you have to have so much things going on at the holiday season.
That's a
like
good
you do
point.
not have, okay, that's it. It's December 31st. I got this last bill. Fuck these guys in particular. I'm done with this
Can I get some
bullshit. Hold on. There's 5. I promise.
3, 4, and okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll short up. I think that might have something to do with that. Forget about budgets. Forget about fiscal year. I am out of patience. I have none left.
That's generally when you start a new beer tour, huh? Shout out, Old Chicago.
No, you get a new beer tour. Like there's 5 a year. There's always some new mini tour in there. It's like, I like that shirt. I will drink really not so lovely beer to get that shirt because
All right.
I can't eat 15 pizzas to get that shirt. That's not gonna work.
You do what you have to do for the T-shirt, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I love it. Sorry,
No.
squirrel moment, but I love your beer tour starts.
Yeah, it's just
If you pay really close attention, sometimes you'll notice she'll wear beer tour shirts. She's only got 5 of them, but who's counting?
I have more
But
than
that's her
5.
signpost in life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink more beer when there's a new beer tour.
Otherwise-
That's my beer tour resolution.
That's my beer tour resolution.
And a good resolution it is.
Yeah,
I
and
support it wholly.
Well, I graduated to Shit Show Corner, so I can drink all the beers I want. I
Yes, you should.
got moved out of the noob section
Oh,
of the bar. They should put me in Shit Show Corner. Sorry, that was a squirrel moment. No, I think when the world wakes up, you kind of wake up, but that's also tax time, and so maybe not a lot of businesses are really looking at doing other things
Yeah.
at tax time. But I think
So then instead of bookmarking changes in your life around the calendar 12/31/11, would you say more that your life is one of continuous improvement?
yeah,
That when you find something you're not happy with, you just go ahead and change it, and you don't say, I'm going to quit my job by 12/31. I'm just going to keep iterating and improving.
I think you can set hard deadlines like that on stuff you can control. You can't necessarily oh yeah, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start something new. Are there new jobs to be had? No, not necessarily. For a lot of people, like there was crazy things happening in the job market. I don't personally know anyone who could just be like, I don't want to work here anymore and quit without a backup plan. Maybe that's my tax bracket, but I don't know anyone who could do that. Dang.
Same. All right, Paul, what about you? You're
Awfully quiet.
yeah.
What?
What's your take on the start of the year and why so much stuff happens? And does it happen for you like that?
And do you have a resolution?
Oh, the best question yet.
I covered at the very beginning. Don't be a dick.
I mean,
all right.
that's
we
a
established
motto. That's not a
Yeah.
resolution.
Yep.
that. That's really not a resolution. It is a motto.
How do you
Don't-
measure that?
Don't fire Jeff.
Oh,
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
I like that.
I
was
love
like-
that
I was
resolution.
like, we're going to go through some SMART goal planning right now. That's not what
Exactly.
that is. Sorry.
No, I think there are things that I wanted to get done in the business, that I wanted to start in the business. And we already talked about a couple of those, some services I wanted to roll out the 1st of January.
Yep.
And for me, a lot of that is because of the quiet time that does occur around the holidays.
Yeah.
Some of our clients are closed or quiet. Things seem to be quiet from the vendor perspective. Things are quieter in my life. So if there's something that requires prep work on my part or effort on my part or configuration on my part or training for the team or something, those tend to be things that I ramp up the tail end of the year and then light up on the first of the year.
Yeah.
because I've had that quiet time and that downtime.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think to a certain point, wouldn't you agree that as a society, we kind of, there's this newness to the year.
Yep.
We're going to fresh start. And so that makes sense to roll out some new programs or some new vendors or a price increase or something like that.
Or
It makes sense.
or start hiring this new role
Right.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's that freshness. And I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know why as a society or even as an individual, I don't do that June 16th. I do it January 1st.
Talk about being proactive. I'll just wait for the calendar to tell me when to do it.
When's the growing season, right?
Meh. Yeah.
So, Jeff, if you want to wrap things up, what key learnings do you want to leave our viewers?
Well, I would say that just because it's the new year, don't necessarily hold your resolution till then. If it's something that can make an impact in your life, consider July 1st instead of January 1st.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do better, be more intentional.
And don't be a dick.
And don't be a dick.
There you go.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.